Today I'll be showing us how to install and set up an online banking script. So this is a digital banking script. As you can see, this is the landing page. This is sleek and beautiful. It's unlike what you've seen. So it has all the features you need to run a successful digital banking. So it has DPS, FDR, it has the loan option, it has fund transfer, it has virtual cards. Customers can create virtual cards. It has bill payments like internet, data bundles, and a lot more. Okay, so these are the plans. These are the plans for DPS. This is for FDR. This is for loan. So it depends on what you want. So this is the landing page. Now I'll be going over to the admin option, admin page, the back side. So you can see this is the admin dashboard, and it has all the features you need to properly manage the site. This is the customers option, this is the KYC option, this is the system assets, transactions, wallets, virtual cards, profit, fund transfer, DPS, everything you can manage everything here. This is the bill payment management. These are the automatic payment gateways. Okay, it has a lot of payment gateways. If you want to accept crypto, if you want to accept card payment, if you want to accept bank transfer, so it has everything. As you can see, this is PayPal, this is Stripe, Molly, Perfect Money, Coinbase. This is for crypto. This is Paystack, VookPay, Flutterwave, CoinGate. This is crypto. This coin payment, crypto now payment, crypto. So there are lots of them, and you can also add a manual payment for bank transfers. Okay, so the script is complete. It's complete. So this is it. Now let me go over to the customer dashboard. Now this is the customer dashboard. Okay, you see how the customer dashboard is, how sleek it is. It also has a dark mode option. So whichever one that suits you. Now this is the DPS, this is the FDR, this is it. So the customer can easily access their plan. This is a recent transaction. Okay, now a customer can deposit in any currency that you want them to deposit with. They can also fund their wallet. They can transfer funds to other customers, to other users. Now they can also create a virtual card too. They can create a virtual card. So this is the DPS loan option. They can pay bills like airtime, electricity bill, internet bundle, data bundles, cables, and so much more. So that is it. It also has a referral option. Okay, it has a reward option too. So it's a very complete and nice script for you to run a digital banking with. Now I'll be showing us how to install and customize this script. Okay, so in one of my videos I already showed you how to set up, how to create a database. Okay, so now the first thing for you to do, if you want to get this script, you check the description of this video. You will see a link that will take you to where you will download this link. Okay, so once you've downloaded this link, the next thing for you to do is to go to your cPanel. If you don't have a hosting and a domain, also check the link. You will see a link where I dropped a link for you to get a reliable hosting from Namecheap at a cheaper price, at an affordable price. So just click the link, purchase a hosting, and once you purchase the hosting, then go to the video where I showed you how to create a database. Okay, so watch that video from beginning to end so you know how to create a database. If you already know how to create a database, you can follow this video because we are not showing you how to do that here. So now let's log into our cPanel. Now this is our cPanel. If you've gotten your hosting, your domain and hosting, now this is how your cPanel should be, and you've already created your database. Now the next thing for you to do is to upload the script which you've downloaded. Now you click on File Manager, Now I'll be using this subdomain for it. So let's assume that you've already gotten the script. I have uploaded this script. So the next thing for you to do is to extract. So once you upload this script, this is how it should be. Now you extract it. You right click. For you to extract, just right click on this, then you click on extract files. Okay, this is it. This file has been extracted. Now once you've extracted the file, you go to your domain. It could be your domain.com or whatever. If you're using a subdomain, I'm using a subdomain, so it could be your subdomain.yourdomain.com. So this is it. This is the domain that I'll be using for this. Okay, so let me reload it. Once you've extracted the file, you now come to the domain and you reload. So you are going to see this setup wizard, the setup installation wizard, which is very easy. Just follow the prompt as I am doing it. Now you click on next step. Now you put in any keys here. Okay. Click next. Now this is where you put in your database. You need to remove this. Then you go to your database options, your databases. Go back to your cPanel. Now you click on my databases. Now this will show you the list of all databases you've created. Now this is the database I created for this. Okay. Now I'm going to paste this here. So for the username, I'm going to also paste that there. Then for the password, I'm going to put in my password. Okay, so then once you need to make sure that the details, the database details you are putting in here, they are correct. Okay, so once you put in the details, you just click on import database. Okay, so this database has been imported. Now click on the next step will be to the admin setup page. So you click on this. Now you need to put in your email and your password. Okay, so this is the email I'll be using and the password. So I'll click on submit. Now this script has been installed successfully, so it didn't take up to 5 minutes, as you can see. So let's go to the landing page. Let me close this. Let's go to the landing page. I'll open this, right click to open this in another tab. You can see this is it exactly as it is. Okay, so what we now have to do is to add in the plans and customize it to our test. Now this is the user dashboard, but there is no user, so we'll log into I'll click the admin dashboard here. Okay, now I'll log in with my email and password. So this is it. So now we've successfully created this digital banking. The next thing for us to do is to start customizing it to our taste. Okay, now to start customizing it, you just need to click on this place, then you now press the down key, the down arrow on your laptop or your desktop, so it can scroll down. Then you come to this option, the settings option. You click on site settings. So once you click on site settings, you can change your logo here. Then this is the site favicon. You can change it. You can change the admin login cover. Then you do not need to touch this. You can change the site name to whatever you want to. Then the site currency that you want to use, the time zone, the referral code limit, the home page. Just leave this one as it is. Then the site email that you want to display on the site, you set this, then you save. Okay, so if you don't want to show any of this, you can just hide. By default is hidden, it's not being shown. Now to the right part of this is banking system. Is it a digital banking or a physical bank? So automatically is by default it's on digital bank. Then do you want customers to submit a passcode before they'll be able to log in? You can enable this. Do you want them to verify their email? You can enable this. Do you want them to submit a KYC? You can enable this. 2FA verification, OTP verification. So you can just customize this according to how you want your platform to run. Okay, so once you are done with each, you make sure that you save. Okay, make sure that you save. Now the next thing is section timeout. That's how many How long do you want a customer section to stay before they're automatically logged out if they're not doing anything on this thing? So you can just leave this as it is. Now this is the side bonus, fee bonus, user bonus, this 10 referral bonus, and sign up bonus. If you want to add a sign up bonus to users, once they sign up, automatically they get a sign up bonus. So you can add it. It could be $1, $2, $3, however you want it. If you don't want to give them sign up bonus, you can just remove this, okay, and save. Okay, so that is it. Now the fund transfer charge. How much do you want to charge your customers for transferring funds? So you can decide that. It could be any amount in percentage, or it could be a fixed amount. If you choose this option, that means it will be a fixed amount. Like this option now is fixed. That means for every fund transfer, they will be charged $4 for it. Now, if you want to charge them in percentage, that means for every fund transfer, they will be charged 4% of how much they are transferring. Okay, so that is it. Now, the inactive users. If you want to delete inactive users account, let me say inactive users in 30 days, you can delete the account, disable the account. If a user is inactive for 30 days, let the account be disabled. If you want to charge them for that, you can also charge. Then this is the feature availability for KYC, unverified users. Deposit fee. Do you want users to submit a KYC before they deposit? Do you want them to submit a KYC before they transfer funds? So these are the options. You can set them as you want. Okay. So this is it. Now the next option for you to do is the email option. Now the email option. So now for you to be getting email notifications, you need to set this here. You can just put the name that will display on the email that they will receive. Now this email should be your siteemail.com. Now this is SMTP by default. Now the email configuration, the username for this should also be the same name, your email address, your site email address, and the mail password should be your site password. Your site, the password you created for that email, that is what should be here. Then your SMTP host. If you are using Namecheap, this is your SMTP host. You just go to your cPanel. This is it. You copy this server one. Yours should be different, your number should be different, so you just paste it here. Then for SMTP port should be 465, then SSL. Okay, so that is it. Then you now save. Now once you are done saving it here, you go to file manager and you click on this settings and enable hidden files, show hidden files. Then you click on save. Then you scroll down to this, locate this file, .env file. You right click and click on edit. So once you open the .env file, you come down here. You come down here to this option, to this mail option here. Then the same details you put here, you also put them here. Now here the mail host is your email address, then the port 465, then no reply at your mail.com, then the password SSL mail from. So now this mail host should be this your server. Just copying that number from your cPanel server, your cPanel number.web.hosting.com. That's if you are using Namecheap. So once you're done with that, you click on save. That is it. Now you can go back here to disable this. Okay, so that is it. So once you're done setting that, you can go to your SEO meta. Now you can change the name here. Change the name, the meta keywords you want, as in searchable keywords. You can just put in your own name, the name you're using for your site. Then the pages, you can disable for the register field, username can show, phone number can show. So you can check the options that you don't want. Okay, you can check these options. Then if you want to be sending SMS to your users, there are two SMS options. You have Nexmo and Twilio. Okay, so what you have to do is you go to your client area. Like if you're using Twilio, you just copy your Twilio SID number and the authentication token, then with the phone number. So you now save it so your users can be getting notifications, SMS notifications. So you can also set the notification tone here. So these are the major things you need to do. Okay, these are the major things you need to do. So now another thing let me play this so you this notification tone, you can choose whichever one that interests you. So now that these are the major things you need to set on the side. So once you are done setting this, the next thing for you to do is you go to appearance. Okay, you go to pages, the pages option. You go to landing page. You go to landing page options. You go to this hero option. Let me click on it because you need to change the link there. Like here now, the register link on this get started. You need to change the link because this is the link here, the demo site link. So you need to change it to your site name. Okay. So don't make that mistake. You need to change it to your site name. Register. Then you also change this. Then you save. You can decide to change, also change the name here. Okay, don't forget to customize all this. You can change these images if you want. So you save. So once we refresh this, you can see it will now lead to our own site. So these ones are there by default. Okay, so you can take your time, go through this and make sure that all the links are directing to your own site and not the demo site. Okay, so that is it. If you have any question, you can always ask me. So these are the major settings. Now these other ones for the automatic payment, another important thing I will show you is the payment options. Now you have you come to automatic payments here. Now you have PayPal. If you need to deactivate all these, or you can just leave them. Let's assume that you want to accept Coinbase. Coinbase you can accept 12 supported currency. It has 12 supported currencies. So you just click on Coinbase. Once you click on Coinbase, you log into your Coinbase merchant account. Then you copy your API key and paste it here. Account ID, paste it. Private key, paste it. Okay, if you want to accept Coinbase, then that's if you want to go for crypto payments. Then the webhook, you paste it. Okay, make sure that you set these things. Then the app version, you can just don't touch. You can just leave this. So once you are done, you save it. Now once you've set this, you come down here again. You need to add a deposit option, because if you set it here without adding a deposit option, the users will not be able to, when they want to deposit funds to their account, they won't see any payment option. So once you are done setting your keys here, you come to automatic payment here. Now this automatic payment, there is no payment here, so you click on add new. Now you upload the logo, Coinbase logo. Then you now select from the list of this Coinbase. You select it because you already put in your merchant's credentials. Now if you want to accept USD, Euro, pounds, and if it is crypto, BTC, Ethereum, Litecoin, whichever currency you want to accept, you just put in. Then you put in the name, Coinbase. The symbol, you can use Coinbase. So the conversion rate. Let's say you are using different currency, you have a different conversion rate per USD, you can put in there. Then how much do you want to charge users for every deposit? So if you want to charge them a fixed fee, like $1 or $2, you put it there. If you want to charge them like 2% their deposit amount for every deposit, that's all to you. Now you put in the minimum amount they can deposit. It could be $100, $1,550. Then you put in the maximum amount. Now once any customer wants to deposit with this option, they won't deposit below the minimum amount you have put, and they won't deposit above the maximum amount you have put. So once you've done this, you click on save. Now once you save it, in the customer's dashboard, they will see the option to they will see this option, automatic payment. They will see Coinbase. Okay, now you can also add a manual payment method. It could be a bank transfer, so you can just add it. So if you don't add this, if you don't add any of these payment options, there won't be any payment option at the customer's back end. So that is it. Now what else? I think that's the most important thing. Now for the DPS, you just have to come here, this DPS plan, because we don't have any plan yet. So you just have to create your DPS plan. You put in the name, the installment interval, so just fill this in as you want it. So once you are done, you click on save, and once you've added any, automatically it will be displayed at the front page here, this place. You can see DPS, there is nothing here, so you can't be to not make this video long. I won't be adding all this, so you can do that according to your need. So once you add it, DPS will be here. If you add deep FDR plans, it will be here once you click on it, just like it's in the demo. So that is how you customize your customize this. If you have any questions, you are very free to either message me on WhatsApp to ask your questions. If you want to get this script, the link is in the description of this video. And if you don't have a domain and hosting, or you already have but you need a reliable domain and hosting, the link to get a reliable domain and hosting is also in the description of this video. So follow the links to get whatever you want. Okay, all right guys, thank you.